Right, I know what you mean.
It's like, go rob that motherfucker.
Right.
Fuck it. Like, if you die, who cares? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I know what you're saying.
I want the message to be good, so I feel like that's what I'm always trying to do.
Trying
and
to push towards.
So that's what I'm trying to do with the content as well, man, is I want to inspire. So that's why I take them to the places I'm from, because I feel like it'll show you, like, hey, he's from this. You know what I'm saying? And if he's from this, why can't I? You know what I'm saying? Be this good at whatever the fuck I choose to be good at. You know what I'm saying? If, whether or not you choose a trade or you choose music or you choose a podcast, whatever it is, just go out and try it, bro.
Yeah.
And stop surrounding yourself with the people that are keeping you in that circle
Yeah.
and keeping you in that loop. That's just got you running the cycle like a rat every single day. You feel what I'm saying?
I do. And before we get out of here, I want to ask you about. So you said that you sort of trying to put out content, try to build a following up. You sort of talked about some of the aspirations where if you get to this sort of amount of followers, or you get your following to this point, then you'll release a project. I would imagine that you're sort of already working on that project in some way. So tell me about the next project that you're working on, or the one you're working on currently that you'll be putting out in the future. What's some of the things that you what's some of the ways that you found that you've grown as you're working on this project, as opposed to some of the other projects and some of the other music that you've done?
Yeah.
And what can some people sort of expect from that once it finally does come out?
So this project that I'm working on right now, it's really deeply rooted in some really toxic things that I've been through with the mother of my children. Shout out to her; she's a great mom, and we just had a bad run. But I'm realizing, like, a lot of those things relate to the things that I seen growing up as a child, like, shit that my parents might have went through, and things that my parents might have done that might have, like, basically caused me to have traumatic experiences as children. You know what I'm saying? And, so I'm really, like, it's really based in the fact of, like, knowing, like, yeah, you might end up slipping up and making the same mistakes your parents did, or you might slip up and make mistakes that you never thought you'd make at all. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make you lesser. It doesn't make you the worst person on the planet. It doesn't make it so you can't grow. Your light is still there. You're still allowed to be able to be great. Just because you made mistakes doesn't mean you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta wallow in those mistakes. Change it, you know what I'm saying? Be better. And I think that's one thing I'm learning within the last few years of my life, bro, is I'm learning, like, there's some things I have to change. Otherwise, like, what am I doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm purposely causing conflict, or I'm purposely causing stress in my life by just not changing little things that could maybe, make the situation better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning that, and that's what it's all about, bro. It's like becoming a better person. Basically is what it is.
Okay.
I dropped a project that was called Growth, and at the time I was going through some growth, but I felt like that really wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't the end of it. So I really I should have named that project something else in my mind, because now I feel like I'm actually going through the growth. Like I'm growing as a father. I'm growing as a BD, I guess. I don't really like being a BD. I'm growing as a man for, the next woman that I end up being with. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is, bro. It's like I'm trying to put out a project that relates and inspires people to not give up on themselves. Because there was a time in my life, within them last few years of my life, bro, where I was like, damn, bro, I damn near don't want to do nothing, bro.
Right.
Like, I just want to lay here in bed all day. I don't care about music. And to even think that I thought that for a second, like, killed me inside.
Right.
Like, I was like, damn, bro, I don't care about the one thing I love. Like, that's crazy. I love it. I loved it before anything in my life. And I just don't care about it no more, all because I had a bad run, and I feel this shame, and I feel this depression, and I feel this, like, this wave of overwhelming, like, just pain, bro, and sadness.
Yeah.
So I'm letting it go. So that's basically what the project is about, man, is like coming out of that and getting back into your groove and remembering who you are and showing people that there's another way, bro. Like, you don't have to just be depressed and give up.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can actually get through that. Like, there's light at the end of the tunnel. A lot of people end up losing their life to depression, bro.
No, that's a fact.
And it's sad, bro.
Yeah.
It's sad, like, super sad. So I really want to, like, put a project out, bro, that inspires people not to feel that way. Like, if you feel like killing yourself or something, I want you to listen to my music and listen to that project and be like, oh, no, bro, I'm not doing that. Like, it doesn't make sense no more. Like, you just made me feel like I have purpose. You know what I mean? So that's what the project is really about, is just trying to make people feel like they have purpose. I'm not going to try to do too much of the toxic relationship stuff, but it is going to be a part of it, just because that was a lot of that. Because I'm a good person, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I'm very, like, I'll welcome you into my home with open arms, you know what I'm saying, and not even know you, and just hope for the best, because I'm that type of person. What is it when people are like that? I'm oblivious to people that are actually like bad in the world, because I like to believe that
believe the best in everybody, see the best in people, right?
I like to believe that everybody got it together. You know what I'm saying? So like, and you just can't live like that, I guess, for most people. Most people don't live like that, and I know that because I'm from Rockford, bro. Like, you can't trust everybody. But I grew out of that. I grew out of Rockford. I got out of Rockford. I went and traveled the country, and I realized, like, there's people everywhere that just love each other. Like, it don't even really matter. Like, I met motherfuckers that don't have a dollar to their name, bro, but were some of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most intelligent people I've ever met in my life. Right. And actually put me in a position to do things that I probably would have never gotten to do. And they had no, like, nothing. They didn't have anything. What they had was the bag and the clothes that they had on their back. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically another inspiration for me too, as well, because, like, I feel like that's something I want people to feel. Like, you should feel like love your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you should love your neighbor no matter what. And I mean, not no matter what, you know what I'm saying? There's some limitations to that. Right. If he's a murderer, if he's a child, no, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't
I know what you're saying, right,
Love your neighbor to an extent. But at the same time, if your motherfucker ain't giving you no reason to hate him, why you gotta hate him? Why you treating him like that?